You're not lazy, you're exhausted from a lifetime of not feeling safe. If you're an empath with trauma, you're probably well aware of fight, flight, fawn, and freeze, what I call being effed up. But did you know that there are two more? Let's start with the basics. Fight is anger, conflict, control, or pushing back. Flight is when you run, physically, emotionally, or just by saying constantly busy. Fawn is when you people please your way through every situation just to keep the peace. And freeze is when you just stop. Deer in headlights, can't move, can't decide, can't act. And the chances are you've lived in at least two of these. Before I tell you the last two, I should mention that I put together this toolkit to help you work out which of the F's you're most prone to and what to do about it. The link's in the description. Now, back to the two you might not know. The fifth is fine, and the sixth is flop. Fine is comfortably numb. I love that track. It's when you've been in survival mode for so long that you've just learned to cope. You're not falling apart. You're managing. You're getting through the day. But inside there's nothing. No joy, no excitement, no real connection. If someone asks you how you are, you say, fine. And you mean it. Because you genuinely can't feel enough to know that you're not. Or you can't bear to be honest about how you're actually feeling because you can't or won't ask for help. You've been let down too many times to put yourself out there, and you're disconnected from your emotions and other people. You're literally watching your life on mute. Now, flop is total collapse. Now, I want to be really clear here. There's MECFS and then there's MAL, which is mitochondrial allostatic load. This is another thing that people really don't talk enough about. Some people experience flop in a way that looks like chronic fatigue, but it's not to be confused with MECFS because that's triggered by viral exposure. Although many people have both, I did. MAL is a nervous system collapse that happens when the body has been overwhelmed for too long. In my case, it was caused by a lifetime of repressed anger. I just didn't feel like it was safe for me to express it. As empaths, we absorb, we accommodate, we keep the peace. My anger had to go somewhere, and it went into my body. The cruel irony is that the standard advice, just push through, try harder, be more disciplined, actually makes both of these worse. You're not lazy, you're exhausted from a lifetime of not feeling safe. Fine is your nervous system telling you that it's not safe to ask for help. Flop is your body's last-ditch attempt to get you to listen. Every time you override it with willpower and self-criticism, you're pushing it further away from where you need to be. So what do you do with this? The first step, and I know this might sound too simple, is just to name them. Which F's are you most prone to? Because awareness is the beginning of everything. You can't change what you can't identify and feel into. The second step is to work with the body, not against it. You can't think your way out of a nervous system response when your body is still dysregulated. Invest time in somatic practices such as breathing, grounding, and meditation. Do it slowly, regularly, and with a lot of compassion for yourself. And you'll start to see the difference within a few weeks. The third step is to start getting curious about your patterns and your emotions. I've got a video about that here, which talks more about that. I'll link it in the description too. These responses served you when you were younger. They kept you safe, but now they're holding you back. Fine kept you functioning when falling apart wasn't an option. Flop puts a stop to literally everything. Now, if this is resonating, then I want you to know that there is a way through. There's a link to the toolkit in the description, or you could continue to lurk and subscribe. I would love to see you again. And remember, you are enough.